Hello, friends. Welcome to Tabletop, a live network here on Good Time Society. I'm Ruel Gaviola, joined by Jake Michaels.
Hello.
This is the Duel with Ruel,
That's
apparently.
correct.
Yeah, so...
You caught that.
I did.
Most people don't know Duel is pronounced that way.
Is it really? No. It's early in the morning here, folks, on the West Coast, and that's what happens.
But that happens to you, right? You get a lot of people mispronouncing your name, right?
Yeah,
They call you
Most people would say Duel with Ruel.
Duel with Ruel.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ruel.
Like, yeah.
But that's not...
That's not it.
Yeah, that's R-U-L-E.
Exactly.
Ruel.
Like a rule book or...
Or a Kryptonian.
Yeah, a Kryptonian, yes.
You've never gotten that? Kryptonian? Kal-El?
No,
Ruel?
but that's funny. That's how I tell people to pronounce my name. I said, I rhyme with Superman's Kryptonian name.
Nice. Then you know if they're a nerd, if they know what you're talking
Exactly.
about. Yes.
And usually they don't know what I'm talking about.
Oh, no.
But what we're talking about today, Jake, is Tabletop Live Network here on Good Time Society.
Yeah.
Folks, this is our 42nd event, and I believe this is our 5th one here at Good Time Society.
Right.
So yeah, super excited. What we do is every month we have a big, long marathon of board game live streams with folks from around the world. And we're going to play a game here, and then we're going to raid on over to our friend Dutch Yoda, and then he's going to raid to plenty of other folks as well. So Dutch Yoda actually says, I love reading Ruel books. Nice, Dutch.
We were talking about rule books this morning.
We were,
And
yeah.
how it's kind of hard to gauge what is a good rule book, quote unquote, and I don't want to put it on a binary scale of good or bad, but what we like in them and what we don't, because there's different styles.
Yeah, and
methods.
And also...
move this camera while you're talking.
Oh, absolutely. And also, when you're reading rule books, I mean, depending on the type of learner you are, it may play differently to the way you learn games.
Right.
And I know a lot of, that's why videos are so popular, right? Because a lot of people, that's how they like to learn games, via video. That's why Rodney Smith's been so successful with how Watch It Played.
Yeah.
And over here on our channel, we've got How to Game, which are awesome, fantastic videos as well. But I tend to prefer to read the rule books first. But what I'll do is I'll literally set up the game like we have set up now, have the rule book out and sort of play along while I'm reading the rule book.
I had to do that for this one.
Yeah, and again, we were talking before we went live, was for a game like this, what's the best way? And I don't know if there is a best way. It's just, it's a big game, and what you all see today, folks, is a deck building game for the ages, I feel like. It is,
well said.
It is big and epic, and I know a lot of people are really hyped on it. I'm super excited to play it with you, Jake.
Our mutual friend, Lord of the Board, Sam Smith, up in Seattle, loves this game and raves about it. And when I told him I was playing it about 6 months ago, he immediately texted me back, was like, how did you like it? And I said, actually, I intended to play it, but it was 9 o'clock at night, and my brain was not ready to do this.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it kind of, there's a lot of, it's actually not that complex in its movement, but there's a lot of iconography.
Yep.
There's a lot of action options.
Yep.
There's a lot of different piles.
Yeah, and as you'll see when we play through the game, there's many different factions. We've chosen, obviously, we have 2 that are more geared towards first-time plays. But as you play the game, you're going to expand into all the other deeper and richer and more complex factions at your disposal. So it's going to be fantastic. I'm super excited. I know Rado ranked this as his great, like one of his top 3 deck builders of all time.
Really?
Yeah, and for Rado to say that, and the guy's played thousands and thousands of games, for him to say that has got me hyped about this.
I think it kind of like breaks the expectations a little bit, right?
Yeah.
I think with deck builders, you kind of think Dominion, you think Clank, because those are familiar, but this is like, takes an off-ramp into the wilderness a little bit.
Yeah, that's a great way of putting it. It's going to change the way you look at deck builders, basically. Now, there are a couple of different Imperiums that have come out, Classics and Legends, I believe they're called. We're playing the Horizons, which I believe takes those things and makes them even better, or streamlines a few things as well.
The rulebook is streamlined, speaking of rulebooks. It's technically, I guess, longer, but they've changed some of the wordings to be more appropriate. The mechanics are largely the same. There's a new trade routes mechanic, which we're not playing with today because you and I are new. But I do envision us playing this again.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Even though we haven't played it, I already envision us playing this again.
I can see that.
And the nations are all asymmetrical. This adds more nations into it, including some from Legend and the Classics. And I think they maybe very slightly modified like a ruling, but otherwise it's largely the same game, and you can play them with each other. So you can actually buy them individually and put them all together because they all contain different nations. But then you can also mix and match the commons decks because there's like a common set of cards that you can buy into. But each box has a different set of common cards.
Oh.
So I chose the Horizon common cards, but I could take like 2 Horizons factions and play with the Classics commons cards.
Very nice. That's cool. So yeah, tons of replayability, folks. So hang out with us today, and then we're going to be playing games with TLN all day long today. We've got a one-day event today. It's super special for May. It's gotta be May.
Oh, is that the theme? It's gotta be May.
It's gotta be May.
Oh,
yeah.
Is everybody doing games that the members of NSYNC like? Because this was a Timberlake recommendation, right?
That's what I believe it was. Yeah, Timberlake, or was it Joey? I don't remember.
No, Joey's a freak for Santorini.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah. Don't you remember?
Oh, very nice.
Yeah.
Nice call. Oh my gosh. What movie that he was in?
Joey Fatone?
Yeah.
I don't know his filmography.
He was in a film, like you said, Santorini. He is Greek.
Yeah.
And what was the movie with, I forget her name. It's a Greek family, immigrant family, very popular. There was 3 of them. Folks in chat, help us out if you know.
3 popular Greek family members.
Yeah, I'm just going to say Greek movie. I bet it pops up.
It's going to be My Big Fat Greek Wedding.
It is. That's what it was. Joey was in that.
Oh, really?
He had like a little cameo. Yeah.
What year was that film?
That was like, oh man, was it before you were born? Like 1990?
You know, if I had to take a wager on the films that we'd be talking about on stream today, My Big Fat Greek Wedding would not be on the list.
No, I would have thought it was a 0% chance. But yeah, speaking of My Big Fat Greek Wedding, it has nothing to do with what we're going to play today.
The Greeks are a faction.
Oh, they are a faction, though. We don't have them in this particular game.
We are neglecting them.
But they are there. Real quick, today, after us, we've got Dutch Yoda. He's going to be playing, oh man, Robinson Crusoe.
Oh, yeah.
Have you played Robinson Crusoe?
I've heard a lot of things about it.
Yeah.
It's a big boy, right?
It is a big boy.
Yeah.
He's going to play it, he could play it solo. And he's actually painted his minis as well. Ooh. So, folks, stay tuned. Right after this, you're going to see customized painted minis from Dutch. And then he's going to raid over to our friends Loozapalooza. We're going to be in Europe for a couple of streams here. Dave and Ilka are going to be playing Harmonies. Have you seen Harmonies?
No.
It looks sort of like Azul.
Yes.
Yeah,
I saw it in Gamma.
It is gorgeous.
Yeah.
So they're going to be playing that. They got an early copy because all the Europeans, they get the games earlier than we do. And then coming back over to the U.S., they're going to raid into Book of Nerds. John and Lorena, as always, going to play some cribbage. And then they're going to play another game, which is TBD. Then they raid to me and Michelle. We're going to be playing World Wonders. Folks, World Wonders is fantastic. Tile laying game, sort of like a civ building game, but much easier.
Okay.
Yeah. So you're laying tiles, making your civilization, and building monuments. And then finally, I'm going to raid over to Duchess 1105. She's on the east coast of the U.S. She is going to be playing Cartographers. And Cartographers, fantastic roll and write. You can play along with her as well, folks. So that's the lineup for today. It's going to be a great TLN 42. 42 is the answer to all the questions in the universe, right?
Yes, it is. Life, universe, and everything.
Yes, but let's get into the game, Jake.
Let's do it. Let's go to the top-down camera and see what Ruel sees and I see. Ooh, that's pretty good.
Not bad, right? Okay.
I think we did it. Let's see. I'm trying to make some real estate here that's going to be real helpful. Also, everybody give a big thank you to Nightcat Notabot for running things in the background for me. Even when I don't ask them, they just like nail it every time.
Thank you, Nightcat.
You're so reliable, Nightcat. I appreciate you. So, for those of you that don't know Imperium, neither do we, but we're going to learn right now together. It's a pretty sweet game. I read the rules 3 times, played 0. Still feel a little, not overwhelmed, just a little concerned. But what's nice is the rules are actually kind of short. They only are like 6 text-heavy pages.
Yep.
But all the interactions and stuff are kind of unwritten, so you kind of have to explore them a bit.
Yeah.
So the goal of the game, develop your civilization.
Yeah.
You can, at the end of the game, we're going to score victory points, and victory points come largely from the little symbol on these cards here, and So there's a few other things that provide victory points in the end game, but largely it's the points that are on your cards that are in your nation. Right now we have a draw deck of cards. This is our deck of cards. This is what's currently like active in our nation. Everything else is kind of in a standby mode, including our developments, which will make our nation stronger. Like I have cities in mine and temples. I'm playing the Japanese, by the way.
Okay.
And we also have nation cards here. The nation cards, we will be able to, every time we shuffle our deck, we bring one of these in to our deck. And once that's depleted, then our Ascension card will be available. And then from there, we can then further develop our nation. We'll be also collecting cards from a common area up here, including common cards and some cards that Ruel included from his deck. That happens as well. There are a number of type of cards, including civilized cards, which have a little Roman or a column symbol, excuse me, and uncivilized cards, which are have a little leaf symbol here. You know, I'm realizing how hard it is to see at this distance with these cards. So let me zoom in just a bit, but also I can see if I can try and get a punch.
Nice.
That'd be better.
Much better.
Yeah.
Much better.
That's a little bit better.
Nice.
Dare I fickle with the focus?
Yeah, go for it. Goblin says, oh, and the Macedonians, they're Greek, so there's 4 Greek factions. Okay, yeah. So
that's a good point. A lot of people were Greek at some point.
Exactly, yeah. So Greeks are all over the game. All right, cool. Yeah, that looks much better.
That's better.
Thank you.
Yeah, we're getting there. But I'll also see about an insight. Okay. There are also there's more civilized cards. There's also a uncivilized, and what that means is it's before like a little bit of a society is developed. So it's like trading post or undecipherable scroll. Those are things that would be found before the a city state kind of came about.
Of course.
Whereas money lenders or couriers, that's kind of requires an infrastructure of a society. So it's not implying anything about being civil or anything like that. This game is actually does a lot of you take a culture and you try to build it, and they're very careful in their rule book about, hey, this is the historical context of how a society develops, and you are rewriting their story, and it's meant to honor all the things that they had within their culture.
Yeah, I did appreciate about the rule book. They're upfront right away. They're saying, hey, you know, this is very abstracted, of course, because it's a game, and they do take a point to, or they make the point that, hey, we're trying to be respectful, and this doesn't actually represent the actual history that as it went down.
Yeah.
But yeah, and as we talked about before, there's a lot of iconography in this game, folks. So
arguably too much.
Yeah. Yeah.
But there's also redundancies intentionally, so you kind of have different guiding posts for yourself. And we need to place a progress token on each white bannered card. Has anybody in chat actually played this game? I'd be interested to know.
Goblin says, remember to put a point on the civilized cards. Thank you, Goblin. Stacey Everdale's in the house. Hi. Stacey Everdale says volume is a bit low. No.
Ooh, it could be. I was worried about our echoes, so I'm going to bring it up just a little bit. Always love that feedback. Please do let me know.
Thank you. Yeah, we appreciate the help, folks. And yep, Nightbot does say it is a bit low. Comparatively a bit low. A bit low. All right. Anyone else? Has anyone else played Imperium Horizons? Let us know in chat. And we'd love your feedback most of all as we dive into it. Again, as we said earlier, I'm super pumped to play this. I'm always happy to play games with Jake, and I get to play, we tend to play heavier games, which I really appreciate, because these days my gaming tends to be a little more on the light to light medium sense. Goblin has the first 2, but not Horizons. Oh, okay, so Goblin, you're familiar with the system. Awesome. Awesome. By the way, today I have my cup of coffee to get me through the Saturday morning.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. A very nice cup of coffee, instant coffee from our friends from our sponsor, not of this episode, but of our Good Morning Society show recently, Perk Coffee. Stacy asked, Ruel, have you played this? No, I haven't, Stacy. I was telling Jake earlier that Rado is a huge fan of this game. I believe he put it in his top 3 deck builders of all time. I'll have to check his video again. We did a deck building episode, and he was just raving about this. So for someone that's played thousands and thousands of games like him, to put this at the top of his list, and this is relatively a new game. for him to like put this near the top of the list really means something. I think his number one is still, what is that game? Not Earthborn Rangers. I forget the name of the game that his number one deck builder, but I know that Imperium Horizons has leapt up the rankings, top 10 for sure. Stacy has Trader Joe's coffee. I love Trader Joe's coffee with a dash of coconut oil. Nice. Michelle does the coconut oil in our house. Stacy does Rado like it more than the two originals. I believe he does, and he had talked about that. Sort of like how Jake was talking about how it takes things from the previous two editions and sort of like cleans them up a little bit, streamlines some stuff. So
yeah, put above those two cards, put your nation card there for me or anything. Yeah, that's great. Great. Oh my gosh, it's too small. It's too small.
Too small?
No, I mean, can you make the card bigger?
Oh.
No, put it back down. That's great. That's great.
Goblin says, yeah, Rado preferred this because it took out the conflict. Okay, so that's why, there it is. We all know Rado's the biggest Care Bear in all of board gaming. So for him, for knowing, he doesn't like direct conflict like that. So because they took it out, that's why he loves it. That is good to know. Thank you for that, Goblin. Nightcot says, give it a stretch, Ruel. Yeah. You know what, folks, while we're here, we're getting ready for the stream. We're here for 2 hours, and then we raid over to Dutch Yoda. Take a stretch with me, folks. Let's all stretch it out. There you go. Yeah. Stacey Everday. Yeah, he is such a Care Bear. We love Rado. Speaking of Rado, on Tuesday, 12 p.m. Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern, I'll be back on the Rado channel for the R&R show. I think we're on episode 90.
What?
Yeah, we've been rocking it for a couple of years now.
That's impressive.
And thank you. We're going to do a top 12 deck building games.
Put that card back for me.
Top 12 deck building games with boards, friends. So these are the deck building games that we believe are the best of the best when, if they include a board. So stuff like Trains, Tyrants of the Underdark, Clank is a classic one on the board.
Clank.
Yeah, love Clank. I may have just revealed a couple that may be on my list. But come back on Tuesday to see the official list with myself, Richard Rado Ham, Ray from The Op, and also Chris George from Room and Board. Goblin says, this has trading instead, which you can retroactively apply to the classics and legends. Yeah, and that's what Jake was talking about earlier, how you can mix and match the different factions and things between the editions. So super excited about that. Oh, that looks good, Jake.
Yeah, let me fine tune it just a little more.
Very nice.
See that camera wobble?
I did see that camera wobble.
Yeah, oh yeah.
I thought it was an earthquake at first. Stacey Everett says, Chris George is a sweetheart. Chris George is a sweetheart. Very, very nice guy. Hey, speaking of Chris George, you like how I'm throwing this in? Are you watching Wednesday's Good Morning Society? The whole speaking of, if Ray was here producing, he would have knocked off a bunch of points for my transitions. But because he's not here, I'm saying it every single sentence, folks. Speaking of Chris George, he is one of the producers of the live streams at the World Series of Board Gaming happening this September. I will be a guest there, and I am really pumped to play at the World Series of Board Games. I don't know which games I'm going to play, but last year I played Cascadia. Jake, I played the best game I've ever played in Cascadia in my life.
You play a lot of good games on that. I feel like I've been whooped by you several times.
And I scored over 100 points, and I was a distant third against. Yeah, it was awesome to see world-class players up close in person playing a game with them. I was crushed, but it was awesome.
In the World Series of Board Games, you choose one game for your preliminary game, and then if you win that tournament, which there's only one winner, you ascend to a finals that then you play a random game?
Yeah, so all the finalists, the games that you won, they are out of the competition, and then there's a set of 4 or 5 random games, or I think 8. And each player takes one out of the running.
Oh,
and
that's clever.
Yeah, and then whatever's left over is the championship game.
Oh, interesting.
It's a really cool format. And that, folks, I was really impressed by the World Series board game. I expected one thing, and I got another. It was a wonderful experience. Highly recommend if you can get out there.
We should talk more about that because I know Danny Sandrig is actually working with them recently.
Yes. And actually, Danny and I have been playing email tag for the last couple of weeks. So sorry, Danny, but we've got some fun things planned in
cool
lining up to World Series.
Okay. Well, let's be the world champions of this because it's already 9:30.
Yeah, this looks fantastic, by the way.
So let's talk about what you can kind of do in a turn, and then I think we'll just kind of get started a little bit.
Cool.
Let's actually talk about the end game one more time real quick. We either go into scoring, where we get victory points from our cards, and if any cards have conditions met, and also any progress tokens, which are these little arrows here. Get placed are also worth a point. We do spend them as resources occasionally, though. Was this here?
Yes.
Okay. So, if the scoring occurs, and the scoring would occur if this deck is depleted, which I think is pretty rare. Either one of our development areas is gone. If the King of Kings card, which is buried under here, is face up, this is the Fame deck, and is face down, excuse me, and or if a player uses a card that says triggers endgame, then we'll go play another round, finish the round, play another round, then do scoring.
Okay.
However, collapse occurs if this is depleted, the Unrest pile. Unrest cards are worth -2 victory points.
Yikes.
Not good. And if that happens, the end of the game is called collapse. And instead of scoring our points, and I love this design choice, you count up all of the Unrest cards in your deck, and whoever has the least wins.
I love that.
So it's like whoever dies the best.
Collapses the best, I guess?
Like still has like the rubble is the shiniest, I guess.
There you go.
So what we're gonna do, we're gonna say that you are the first player since you're our guest.
Okay.
And then we put the solstice card between us. So you'll take a turn, I'll take a turn, and then before it goes back to you, we resolve the solstice. This is generally any cards that say during the solstice X occurs. We'll also consult the rules if that happens. Let's see here. What is people saying about this? Unrest and Collapse is my biography. Nice. I'm still on the fence for Legacy of You. Oh yeah, I haven't played Legacy of You yet.
Yeah.
So then we have the turn structure. On a turn, you can either activate, innovate, or revolt. Activate's the one you're going to be doing the most, which you're just going to be playing cards from your hand. To do that, you use one of these little dot tokens here, known as, I think, an action token. The action tokens just show that you've played it. Obviously, you can really only play 3 in a turn. Some cards have exhaust abilities, which you can also do on your turn. You just use one of these little X's here to do it. During your turn, you might draw cards. If you do, and your deck is empty, you must shuffle your discard back into a new draw deck. However, if you have cards here in your nation deck, you can spend an X to add one in. Generally, this will happen automatically because you can discard your hand at the end of your turn and draw back up, and you do want to cycle through your deck a lot because these are good cards for you. So you'll have already recovered back your X's, so you'll always have one available. But if during the turn you do it, you need to spend an X to be able to do it, I believe.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yep.
Okay. So you can take up to 3 actions and use up to 5 exhaust abilities. That's activate. Innovate is you discard your hand, putting the whole thing in your discard, and then you break through for a civilized, uncivilized, region, or tributary card. Now those are all up here, generally speaking. Breakthrough is a phrase that is a keyword in here, and I need to read it out loud so both of us understand it, because I'm not sure I do.
Okay.
If more than one suit is listed, which in this case they are, first declare the suit you will break through for, then do one of the following: option 1, 2, or 3. Option 1, select any face-up card of that suit from the market and add it to your hand. If you choose this option, first place all resources token from that card into your resource pool, like for instance here. Next take the card into your hand and put any unrest cards, you'll notice there's unrest cards under these 4 here, into the unrest pile. So breaking through avoids unrest.
Okay.
Next, take the card into your hand, not your discard pile, and put any unrest cards underneath the back of the unrest pile. I just read that sentence. Then draw the top card from the appropriate small deck to replace the card you've taken. Place a card if it's, unless it's a region card, put an unrest card underneath it. Option 2, breaking through for either one of these 3. Take the top face down card of the respective small deck and add it to your hand. So you can take a risk up here. So you can grab one of these, you can grab one of these, or option 3, if breaking through for a suit when respective small deck contains no face down cards, or for a tributary which do not have their own deck, reveal cards one by one from the top of the main deck. So if these aren't available, you can do this until you find one of the suit that you declare.
Got it.
So you just need to declare a suit, then do the thing. But the declaration's only for this, really, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Cards that trigger when you acquire them do not trigger when you break through, even if you choose option 1 from above. Some cards say acquire, and therefore when you would pull them into your hand, unfortunately, during breakthrough that does not occur. Acquire. Select a card from the market of the indicated suit, gain a resource token from that card, add them to your resource pool, add the card in your hand. So cards acquired in this game go to your hand.
That's really cool. I like that a lot.
That's really cool, because then you could theoretically play them on the same turn you acquire them.
Yes. That's fantastic.
Goblin 981 says breakthrough means you don't take Unrest or you search the deck. If you acquire, you get the Unrest.
Okay. So if I acquire this card...
Or you can search the deck? What do you mean search the deck? Usually you take the top card, as I thought it said.
Search the deck isn't that what you're talking about?
Oh,
like,
yeah.
declaring?
You're revealing is really what it is. That's pretty cool.
Nice.
Okay, I think we can kind of stumble through this game.
Yeah.
Revolt was the last thing. Return any Unrest cards in your hand to the appropriate pile.
Oh,
so
okay.
there is a turn where you can be like, oh no, my Revolt's getting, or my Unrest is getting high, because they really just take up points or space.
They're just clogging your deck.
And they have a -2 victory points.
Yep.
You may play them. Choose one. Pay 1 population, or discard 2 cards, or pay 3 materials. If you do, return this card to the Unrest pile. Well, that's not an efficient way of getting rid of Unrest, is to throw people at it.
Right. A quick question on the materials. So this is materials, this is population. Is this one material or is this
Isn't
3?
that a fun problem to know?
Yeah.
No, yeah. So here's another iconography issue with this game.
10.
1, 5, 10.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's
3 of them.
Yeah, why not just okay?
Think less of how, because that's what I'm about to say. I say, well, you use 1 population, which is this token.
Which
with
is
2
a
people.
token, yes.
Yeah, maybe it's a couple. Think of it like we're throw a married couple at it.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Okay, we draw 5 cards to
Classic
form our starting
deck
hand.
builder, right? 5. Okay.
I need a new deck builder in my life. I'm excited for this.
Same here. Okay, so I'm gonna look at my cards here, and I can play them out here just to show y'all. Give you a little example. I just drew an Unrest card, right? So boo. I also have Emis. I think that's how you pronounce it. So this is choose. Pay 1 material to acquire a uncivilized card, or draw a card from your discard pile and gain 2 population. Put this card into your history. What is history, Jake? It says put this card into your history. Is that?
Oh, you have history?
Yeah.
Hey, cool. Good for you.
Okay.
I think that's actually a newer thing.
Okay.
I didn't know you had a history. We should actually go and talk about your everybody's thing. All cards underneath your power card are considered your history.
Okay, so right here.
It goes down underneath here.
Okay.
Literally underneath, not like under.
Got it.
When an effect instructs you to place a card in your history, place a card from your hand, unless indicated otherwise, underneath your power card. Cards in your history are out of play, and they cannot be interacted with unless a card effect specifies otherwise. They do still score victory points. So it's like a one-time use card that you get victory points for if it has any. Does it have any? No. But it's saying it's one of the things that gets your civilization started.
Right.
There might be a way to unearth her from your history.
Okay. Oh, and here's the fun thing. Okay, so just to show you real quick, this character, Mies, put this card in your history, so I'd place it here, and then, hey, look at this. I've got Almos. This card triggers, here, cannot be played unless a Mies is in your history.
There you
so
go.
now I can play that card.
That's pretty cool.
Very cool. And then I would put this one in my history, and I'm sure there's another card that will reference Almos.
Let's actually talk about your civilization really quick. You are the Magyars?
Magyars? Yeah.
Magyars. As the Magyars, your strongest cards are your uniquely powerful leaders, Emis, Almos, and Arpad.
Oh.
While their strict historical sequence gives you guidance, you're bound by a blood oath that makes both gaining and managing Unrest cards very desirable. So you actually want Unrest? Because then I think you use them.
Yeah,
right?
Okay, so here's the blood oath. If I exhaust this, when I return a, whatever symbol that is, exhaust this card to draw a card.
Unrest.
Unrest, okay. Passive, so there's a passive ability, ongoing. When you take an Unrest, look at the top card of your nation deck. You may place it at the bottom of your nation deck.
That's pretty cool.
That is cool.
So this ongoing effect here just means it stays in play.
Okay. Cool.
Until, I guess, removed. I don't really know.
Yeah.
Be on the lookout for regions with the wolf paw symbol. There'll be region cards that have symbols up here. This one has 2 money bags. It's a scrub land. But there are other types of symbols. We have a 1080 camera up there today, folks. I'm going to get a 4K camera up there soon so you can see the cards a little bit better, but
nice.
We're working on it. Next sentence was, be on the lookout for Wolfpaw regions and manipulate your nation deck to make best use of your long barbaric period. So we both have a state card. We're currently in the barbaric stage of our civilization, but it can become a statehood at one point. If you have any statehood cards, like I think we have all barbarian cards, noted by like these symbols right here. You can't play a state card like this until you are in the state status.
And that's, how do you get to state status?
Flip it over? I don't know.
Okay.
There's an
Based
effect.
on cards.
Yeah.
Okay, but that's when you flip this over. I'll just show it real quick. Up here, so here's a barbarian state right now, folks, and we flip over to the state side.
Once you hit civilization, your glory card is pretty much useless to you.
Okay.
Well, in effect, and then you do have a B side, but we can talk about that later. Okay, and then I am the Japanese.
Yes.
Japan is perfect if you can be patient, as your cards require a touch of finesse to create opportunities to thrive on. You want to move smoothly into civilization, so beware early glory plays or increasing your deck size too much in the early game. If your clans follow the teachings of Shinto, your deck can speed up while you can build up your regional play area. Combine this with the subtle benefits of kanji in keeping your deck cycling speed at a perfect hum. Once you reach civilization, you will learn to live with Shinto and Tendai Buddhism in peace side by side, especially combined with Jingyuji and the fabled tea ceremony. Oh my gosh, that felt like a Japanese translation almost. That was intense. Okay, cool. Love all the harmonies.
All right.
Really.
Cool.
Why don't you take a turn? Let's just get this party started.
Yeah, let's do this. So I've got Unrest.
You become a state. Okay, this is it. Your state card, right? So conversion to Christianity is your state card. I think when you take this one, you flip this. Same
Right.
with me. Once Emperor Kanmu gets into the picture.
Got it. Okay. So I
Thank you, Goblin.
Yeah, thanks, Goblin. So I can pay 1 to acquire. Okay. So I'm gonna play Amis. So let's get Amis roll in here. It says choose pay 1 material to acquire an unsymbolized card or draw a card from my discard pile, which I can't do because there's nothing in my discard pile. So I'm going to pay 1 material. I'll just put it on the side here to get an unsymbolized card. Exhaust reroll. Recall this to choose.
This is a trading post.
Okay.
It looks pretty cool. There's a guy loading a camel. It says exhaust. Recall a water drop region to choose trade or gain 1 trade good. Oh, this shouldn't be in here. There you go.
Oh. Why is, because it's a trade. Okay,
It's
we're
a
not
trade
playing
card. I didn't.
There's
remove that
another one.
So
Trading
if
city.
if there's any of those, this one is not that though.
Oh, it's not. Okay.
I'm gonna remove any of those.
Okay. So trading city, solstice. Discard a card to choose. Draw a card or gain 1. Ooh, I like this. So I can pay 2 material to get to gain. What is this? Is that
A trade good.
A trade good. And we are playing with those.
They are. Yeah. The resources are in here, but the trade good stuff is not.
Okay, cool. So I'm gonna pay 1 material, which I did to acquire this card, and then when I acquire it, the unrest goes here.
No. Normally, if you were breaking through, does it say break through?
No.
No. You eat it. You take it.
Okay, because my faction wants unrest.
Yeah.
Okay, and then it goes into my discard pile.
Yes.
Okay.
Add that card to your hand. It goes to your hand.
Okay, so that's right. These go to my hand.
Yes.
So now.
This also gets replaced.
Okay, this is cool. I like the whole going straight in your hand thing. And then just to finish up on Amis.
And that was 1 action.
Correct. So let's do that there. Pay 1 to acquire, which I did, and then put this card in my history. So now Amis is in my history, which is going to allow me to play Almos. So Almos cannot be played unless Amis is in my history, which it is. Put a region from my hand into your history. Do I have? Okay, I do not have that yet, so I cannot play that.
Okay.
But what I can do is gain, no, exhaust. When you return a exhausted card to draw a card. Solstice is not happening yet. So
it will after my turn.
After your turn, okay. And then, let's see, activate, so I can take up to 3
yes,
actions.
Dead Cat. Each card is played at the cost of 1 action. So he would technically put this here, I guess, but it goes into his history, so it disappears.
Yep. Okay. So this one I can play. I would gain 1 material per these icons played, but I don't have any of those, unfortunately, so that's not going to do any good. Put a region from my hand into your history. That is, okay, I don't have any. Regions are these symbols here?
Yep, that's correct. Okay. The yellow symbols.
So I do not have any of those in my hand, so that's not going to do me any good. This, I don't have any of those. Exhaust. When I return a Unrest card, exhaust this card to draw a card. Okay. Oh, so here's a question. To play this Blood Oath card, I would take an action, and then to exhaust it, it would be another. It would be that.
Yes.
So exhaust. When I return a Unrest card, exhaust this card to draw a card. Oh, so if I
but you haven't done it yet.
Yep. So I would return an Unrest card. Is that what it says? Well,
you need to be able to return it. So this is ongoing. So,
it's an ongoing card. It's not an action. Got it.
It sits here. You've played it. You've used the action.
Yep.
Okay. So now it sits here. When you're about to return one, trigger it.
That's when
and it goes for the turn.
Okay.
It's like you turn on your Blood Oath, effectively.
Got it. Okay. And then, so I can't do this. I can't do this. The Unrest cards, choose. Pay 1 population or discard 2 cards or pay 3 this. If you do, return this card to the Unrest pile. Okay, I don't want to do that yet. So Solstice, discard a card to choose. Oh, that's during the Solstice. Oh, but I'm going to use this action to put out my trading city, friends. So what this does is, during the Solstice, I'm going to be able to discard a card to choose, either draw a card, gain a material, or pay 2 material to gain a population. So this is going to be going into, should I go build on the right side here?
Yeah.
Does that matter? Okay.
Yeah, I think so, just because I'm a little bit hugged over here.
Yeah. Okay. So there it is, folks. I've got my trading city up. I've got a Blood Oath. Those are my 3 actions. So that's the end of my turn. I just discard the rest.
Hey, where did my resources go? Oh, I was showing my example. Okay. You can discard as many cards as you want into your discard pile. Generally, they suggest you do it all because you want to cycle through your deck.
Right. Okay.
So it says add 1 token to any card in the market. So you can add a progress token to any card, incentivizing us to grab it later.
Okay. Cool. Well, these are. Can you add to? Can you do 2?
I think so.
Okay. No, I don't want to do that. Okay. We'll go here.
All right. Clear the action cards, which you have, and your things back to your card. Then refresh your state card to 5 and 3, which you've done. Oh wait, your ongoing card was the okay, got it. And your trading city is open too.
Yep, both of these are open. Ongoing.
During Solstice, discard a card to choose, draw a card. Yeah, okay, great. Draw any, discard any number of cards, which you've done, and drop to a hand limit of 5.
Boom.
Your turn is over.
Nice.
All right.
Love it.
I haven't even looked at mine.
All right. And Stacey Everdell says, speaking of deck builders, the Hunger is currently on sale for $15. Oh, wow. That's a great price. That's only like a $50 game, I think. Yeah, Renegade's got some sales going on, too, right now. You can pay to return Unrest, says on the card. Okay, thanks, Goblin. Yeah, Stacey, I know the Hunger sort of fell off. It came up. It was like super hyped up because it's Richard Garfield's take on Clank, basically, but it sort of fell off. People, I had never played it. People were saying it was a little clunky and not as smooth as Clank, but I know there's an expansion. Maybe that fixed it.
Which deck? Which card?
The Hunger.
The Hunger.
Yeah, Richard Garfield basically made his version of Clank.
You know, Richard Garfield just doesn't stop designing games.
He really doesn't. He's incredible.
I've seen the phrase from the maker, from the designer of Magic so many times.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Oh, Stacey Everdell, the expansion on sale too. Very cool. What'd you find out?
That abandon is a keyword, which it can, like, some cards are like abandon this card, and that means if it's in your player, it just goes into your discard, which is interesting. All right, I'm gonna take a chance here. We're gonna play Prince Shitoku Taishi.
Ooh.
That's right. Choose return a Unrest card and find Tendai Buddhism and add it to your hand, or free play a civilized card ignoring the state condition and find Kanji and add it to your own hand. Put this card into your history either way.
Nice.
So I'm going to return this Unrest and find Tendai Buddhism and add it to my hand. Wait. Find Tendai Buddhism. Well, I would love to find Tendai Buddhism. Where is it? Is it in here?
Should be in your...
Oh, Tendai Buddhism!
Nice.
Oh, cool. It's in the Nation deck. This is a very fun exploratory game too, because I really haven't looked through the deck. It's like, okay, I don't know how this
We're going to find out.
Yeah. All right, so then this is an ongoing thing. Exhaust. I need to pay an action to do it. It's Tendai Buddhism. And this fellow goes into my history. Yes, it goes underneath the card, but I'm going to put it there for now for reference. Tendai Buddhism, got a little monk here. Exhaust, pay 2 materials and discard a card to free play a region. That's cool.
Ooh.
During the solstice, if I'm barbaric, choose Abandoned Shinto, which is probably another, it's another religion. Okay, they can't do Tendai Buddhism and Shinto, which I have in my hand. That's very cool.
Oh, okay.
It says if you're barbaric and it's in play, abandon Tendai Buddhism.
Interesting.
Can't do both. We're a monotheistic state.
Thematic.
Abandon Shinto or discard a card. If civilized, you may pay 1 to return. Oh my gosh. Okay, I get it. This is so interesting. Discarding cards during Solstice is good.
Yeah.
Because you're cycling through your deck faster.
Yep.
Oh, how fascinating. Okay. I will exhaust it to pay 2 materials and discard a card to free play a region?
Ooh. Free is always good.
Now, if a region is out, do regions, they don't get swept up, they're ongoing, and they don't even say that you need to be abandoned, they just give you stuff. So this will gain me 1 materials. You may garrison a card.
I was going to ask you, what is Garrison? Because I have a couple of cards with that keyword as well.
I imagine if you put a card underneath it.
Right.
Feels like what you would do, just knowing my life. Take a card from your hand and place it in your play area face up underneath the card with the Garrison keyword. The card underneath is now considered Garrison.
Okay.
The card underneath is now considered Garrison. Some effects might let you garrison a card underneath a third unrelated card that is already in play. A card can have multiple cards garrisoned underneath it. Some effects might specify the type of card that can be garrisoned. A garrison card is not considered to be in your play area, though it is still scored at the end of the game. You cannot discard or play a garrison card, and you cannot use its exhaust or solstice abilities.
Huh.
If a garrison card is under, it's essentially tucking in for the end game, and then you just can't play with it.
Yeah, and it helps thin out your deck, I guess, right? Is that what you're trying to do, or?
Yes, exactly. It thins out your deck. However, if the card above it is exiled, discarded, etc., the garrison card is done the same.
Oh, and I notice on my Garrison card, it has some symbols up here, which will trigger some of the cards that I have in my hand. Right?
If they're in play, if they're garrisoned, their symbols don't apply.
Oh, they don't apply.
Yes.
Ooh. Oh, there's the rub, folks. Do I want to get rid of this?
It is not considered to be in your play area, that it's scored at the end of the game. So garrisons they're for hiding, You could also put Unrest cards that you feel like you can't deal with, but I don't know if you'd want to do that.
Yeah, not with my faction. Okay.
Really cool. So I'm gonna play that. It just says gain 1, so I think I'm just gonna do it.
Okay.
Like when, so this says, let's see, maybe Goblin can help us. It says, you gain 1 material, you may garrison a card. This I can just do on my turn for free because it doesn't require an exhaust option, is what I assume is true. I played that region for free. I have to discard a card to do that. I will discard Shinto to do that.
This is catching on the thumb cam up here.
Get out of there, you.
Get out of here. Get out of here. Okay, Goblin says all regions let you garrison something. It's good for a thing in your deck.
Yeah, but what my question is like the ability, it says gain 1 material, you may garrison a card. Is the gain 1 material just a free thing I do on my turn? I believe it is. And then I have one more action. I feel like I'm not going to play it. I don't want to play it. Because I'm going to take an Unrest card, and then you can break through for a region. Oh, that's kind of cool. You may garrison card Solstice, draw a card, if able, place a card on top of your dab. Ooh, the Scrubland is kind of cool. The Scrubland is kind of cool.
Yep. Like TLC said, don't want no scrubs.
They did say that. But I would take an Unrest card. Yeah, it was TLC.
Okay, thank you. You ever see, what was that movie? With Will Ferrell and Marky Mark.
Oh, The Other Guys.
The Other Guys.
The Other Guys, yeah.
That movie killed me with Michael Keaton
Michael
quoting.
Keaton is one of the best.
So brilliant.
In that movie.
Yeah. Yet another movie I didn't think we'd reference today.
Let's play it. Let's just try it.
Oh, Goblin says you get the material when you play the region, not every turn.
Just when you play it.
Okay.
But it's an ongoing region, so it just gives me the effect.
Okay.
And I may garrison a card at this point. I kind of want to, because I don't know if I want clans, but getting regions is cool. So the regions just stay in play. I guess you can choose to discard regions from play. Regions will get abandoned, recalled, so they aren't in play forever. Do things cause me to, or can I abandon them for free? Usually I think I'd have to wait for a trigger. I'll do this. I will pay 1. This is my third action. I will pay 1 to take an Unrest, 1 population, and I will take this scrubland.
Okay.
That reveals this next one. This gets added to my hand. I have no more actions, so I'll end. I will add a progress token to a card in the market. Let's add it to Moneylenders.
Moneylenders. Okay.
Let's add it to Couriers. And then clear these tokens. Doink, doink, doink. Clans goes into my used pile. Discarding a number of cards. I'm going to keep this one. Draw up to a hand limit of 5.
Cool.
Should I keep it? I guess I've said I will.
Okay.
Your turn.
Now we do Solstice?
Now we do Solstice.
All
if
right.
you have any cards in your nation deck, add the top card of the nation deck to the discard pile. Wait, no, that's reshuffling. Sorry. Solstice. Solstice.
Solstice.
You're not on the card, Solstice?
Solstice. Oops.
Come on.
It's out of here.
Why would the game aid not have Solstice? It's crucial.
Yeah.
It's crucial. Solstice.
Okay.
When all players experience a turn, Solstice sits in between the players to resolve all Solstice effects. Solstice effects may be resolved as much as possible. Do you have any Solstice effects?
I do.
You do?
Yeah.
Tell me.
So discard a card to choose, draw a card, or gain 1 material, or pay 2 material to gain a population. So I'm going to discard a card to draw a card. So I'm going to discard this one. Now, because I'm out of cards to draw, that's when I can add from my nation, correct, to the top of my discard pile, and then I reshuffle. Is that correct? I want to make sure I'm doing this right. Reshuffling. If you have cards in your nation deck, add the top to here.
Yep.
And then I'm going to reshuffle. So I've added our pod. Shuffle. Oh, wait, sorry. I discarded, what was the one I discarded? I discarded.
Well, that actually might be true because you discarded it to draw.
Yes.
So therefore, it would be in your discard pile.
Okay.
So I think you did it right.
Okay, cool. So let me just shuffle it, and I've added 1 for my nation card.
Goblin.
Draw deck, and I draw 1. It is Unrest.
Well, at least you got rid of it.
Yeah. Okay.
Wait, I have one too. Yep. Solstice, if Barbarian, which I am, abandon Shinto or discard a card. Great. So I just discard a card is all I'm. Wait, why would I do this? If civilized, you may choose abandon Shinto or discard a card. Oh, I have to obey this. Oh, I get it. Shinto, if I had kept it and played it first, would have prevented me from Okay. Oh, this is interesting. Okay. I'm going to discard Glory. Okay. So I was supposed to, there was like a thing I should have done to prevent myself from discarding. Because if I abandon Shinto, then I don't have to discard a card, which maybe that's okay.
All right.
Your turn.
All right, cool. So now I have my deck, a hand of cards here. This card cannot be Garrison, abandon 3. Nope. Choose to pay to acquire. Ooh. Okay, exhaust. When you return a exhaust this card to draw a card. No, I don't want to do that. I can do this to garrison a card. Do I want to garrison an Unrest card? I don't want to do that, do I? I feel like mine is... Okay. So I'm going to take an action here by playing Colts. So I may garrison a card at this point. That gives me those symbols.
This is so clever. I'm seeing how the regions work now.
Pay 2 money, or pay 2 population, acquire. Wait a second. Maybe I should... Let me rewind, because I wanted to acquire...
I see it now, Goblin. I just read the Glory card more carefully, so now I see how the mechanic works. This is definitely a game you need to play.
Yeah. Okay. So this is a region card.
No, this is a region card.
Oh, that is this region card.
This is a civilized card.
Ooh.
This is an uncivilized card. Civilized, uncivilized.
That civilization card gives me 2...
Note that you can't play these until you are at statehood or a nation.
Nation, yeah.
You're an empire.
Okay. So I'm not there yet. Empire. Okay, breakthrough for an exile. Okay. This is giving me a
Exiled,
breakthrough.
which means it's one of the ones that's out of the game. There's an exile pile that we haven't created yet.
Oh, we have it.
There are things that exile. In fact, I have one in my hand.
Okay. Oh, this one's cool. So this is a region. Okay, so I can pay 2 popular. Okay, so let me do Conquer. Let's play it here and get my little action. I can choose to pay 2 population to acquire a region or a tributary card, or I can pay 3, which I don't have. So I'm going to pay 2 population to acquire a region card. This one here.
Wow.
Okay. And then I'm going to play that region card I just got. It's going to be an ongoing ability. And right now I gain
1 progress token.
progress token, sorry. Progress token. And then I exile a card from the market, and then I may garrison a card.
Garrisoning a card is quite cool because you just keep your deck thinned out for future problems.
Okay. So I can garrison or I can exile a card from the market. I'm going to exile this Courier's one right here, Jake.
Yeah.
So we start an exile pile, is that correct? Mm-hmm. So let's get those cards, progress tokens out of the way. Where do you want the pile of? We could put it right here, I guess. Or actually put it over here. Nope, that's gonna be covered up. Okay, so I've exiled this card. Does the Unrest go in the exile pile as well?
Wait, what?
So it says exile a card from the market. I've exiled
Oh, if
Couriers.
it's from the market, I bet it goes in the pile.
Okay.
Let me double check. Also, you take one of your exhaust tokens, and it goes here because you reshuffled. You shuffled a nation card in.
Oh,
You'll take
okay.
it back at your turn.
Cool.
Exile. If you choose a gun market, return any cards to the Unrest pile. It goes to the Unrest pile.
There's that.
And then we draw a new card from the appropriate small deck.
Yep.
It is this, so it gets an Unrest as well. It's barter.
Okay.
We're bartering. So the trade, this little trade icon here is in the game. It's part of the Horizons overall game. It doesn't require the trading routes
Okay.
sub-expansion.
Okay.
Remember, you can't exile a card from the market with a token on it.
Oh, okay. So that had 2 progress tokens on it, so I could not take that one. So the one I can do is
Trade caravans or borderland.
No, this one, that's the one I replaced when I bought. Oh wait, is that it? Yeah. I'll get rid of this one. Trade caravans.
I think it does replace it, but that's fine. Great.
Okay.
Trade caravans, goodbye.
City. Okay.
Oh, this is so clever. It's so clever.
Ooh. Okay.
Any
So I've got
actions?
1 action left. I've done 2 actions here. I've gained my progress. I've done this. And then for my 3rd, I can play mounted archers. So this is going to be one of those things. If you do something to me, I can exhaust this to ignore the
it's
effect.
a reaction?
Yep. I got my archers. I got some defense now. All right. So then, end of my turn, I'm going to add a development token or progress token to one of those. Let's add it to the city, and then clear these things, which I've done. Discard any number of cards. I'm going to discard 1 and 2. No. Yeah, I'm going to discard all 3, and then I'll drop 5. Done. 3, 4, and 5. Okay. Cool. And you're up.
Okay. I want some more resources. Oh man, I screwed up my last turn. I should have garrisoned. That would have been really cool.
What
Because I
should you
just
do?
sort of like threw things in my deck, so my deck is thinner when it comes around again. You know. But that's okay. It's good to know. Exhaust. Pay 1 card.
I did the same thing. I totally forgot to do the you may garrison a card.
Here's the thing. We both forgot, so
we're even. Yeah.
You may garrison a card. Solstice. Draw a card if able. Okay. Let's just. This will be a quick turn. I'm going to scrub land, which is you may garrison a card. Solstice. Draw a card if able. Place a card on top of your deck. So it kind of cycles things a little nicely. I need to find a way to draw a card, which I don't think I can. Oh, this hurts. I will garrison
This is clever.
Appeal to China. Oh, I really
This is clever.
screwed myself here.
I'm excited because there's a card that has something that I have not seen yet.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, it's starting to come together, folks. It's exciting. Goblin says, I've only played it solo. It's great. The AI is easy to run. Okay, Goblin, that's good to know. I love playing games solo. It needs a better player aid. That comes in Horizons. Only complaint is that it goes for too long. Horizons has rules to make it shorter, but I haven't gotten that yet, so I don't know how much that helps. Cool.
Yeah, it does seem a little lengthy. Okay, I unfortunately have done a lame turn, which is I've done Scrubland and Kishu just to garrison them and get them out of my hand, because I took out the interesting things that I should have done.
Okay.
Therefore, I can't even acquire anything, so...
Okay.
Free play a region. Yeah, that's just weak. So I draw.
Okay.
And then I'll do my little shuffle here.
Okay.
And I take one of these.
Nice.
And put this here, because these are returned.
So, are these ongoing? Like you just leave those there? Because
No, because at the end of your turn, you take all your tokens back.
Got it.
So you could do it again.
Thank you.
That's the end of, then we go to Solstice.
Solstice.
And unfortunately, I have to abandon Shinto or discard a card. I can't believe I've done this. What have I done? We'll discard this Unrest.
Okay. I'm going to discard an Unrest to draw a card. And because I am at the end of my deck, I'm going to put this one here. That goes there, and I get to draw.
Yours is so much better.
Great Morovia. Ooh. I straight game 2-5. Okay, yeah, I hope I draw this one. Okay, drawing one card. Add some. Oh, glory. This card cannot be garrisoned. Abandon 3 regions to look at the top 2 cards of the Fame deck. Take one of those cards, return the other. Okay, where's the Fame deck?
This is the Fame deck right
okay,
here.
Got it. Okay. So when you abandon cards,
returns them to your discard pile.
Discard pile. Okay. When it says to recall a card, that means back into your hand.
I believe so.
Okay, because I've got one. It's my turn, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Garrison cards under it are also returned.
Okay. So, for my first action.
Oh, I'm so glad now I understand this game.
Okay.
I mean, now I understand my deck.
Okay, I'm gonna play Almos. I cannot play it unless Emisi, or Emis is in my history, which she is.
Yep.
Can we play? Okay, put a region from your hand into your history. So I'm gonna do Lavidia. That is a region card, goes into my history. Put a history card to acquire one of these type of cards. So I'm going to acquire, I can't acquire that yet. I can acquire a tributary, a region, civilized, or an uncivilized.
Pretty much any card up here. Okay. Do you remember that apparently your wolf print ones are good for you? Apparently that you have chaining abilities on ones that include this, just so you know.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. That's what the guidebook said about the Magyars.
Well, okay.
But
so
who knows? Maybe.
Okay, so this is put, okay. So I want the wolf ones. Gain 1. Oh, yeah, you're right. Because this one, okay, so let me rewind. Thanks for letting me rewind. So I'm going to play Lavidia, my first action. I may garrison a card.
Wait, so you're not doing that thing, right?
Correct.
Okay.
I've rewound.
That's okay.
Okay. So if I garrison a card, that's just going to go underneath, but that takes it on my... I don't want to... I want to garrison something else. That's the things.
When you abandon that region, it comes back into your deck. The garrison's not permanent. These regions are going to come back in your deck with your glory card. Glory, which I have too. This card cannot be garrisoned. Abandon 3 regions to look at the top 2 cards of the Fame deck. Take one of those cards, returning the other to the top of the deck.
Okay.
So you're meant to do this. Like garrisoning is good.
Okay, cool.
Because you're not going to use all your actions anyway.
Yeah, okay,
which, again, makes this deck builder so good because all your cards have uses, even if they don't have their printed use.
That's right.
It's very clever.
Love it. Okay. So I'm going to take my second action, do Hunters and Nomads. Gain 1 material for every one of these symbols, trade or the paw print.
Yep.
Wolf. So I get 1 material for this one, and then can I get 1 more material for this symbol?
So 2 materials?
Yeah, so I got 1 here
Okay, so
and then 1 more, thank you. And then for my third action,
now this is not here, right? Or did you just add this?
I added that during the solstice.
Because you drew?
During solstice, I have the draw ability.
So you've added 2 cards from your nation deck already. Good for you.
Hey,
damn it.
Well, you have 2. You've been
1.
cycling.
I've only done it once.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, put it into your history. Oh, I can't play these. Okay, I cannot play these yet. Oh man. That feels okay. What other actions can I do? Oh, use
exhaust.
this one.
I only use 2 on my turn.
I can exhaust. No. Choose. Why is this here? This should not be here. This should have been in my discard. Sorry.
That's okay.
These are the ongoing ones here. Exhaust when I return. Okay. Solstice, that's ongoing. So I'm going to, this card cannot be abandoned. 3 of these. I have 1, 2. I do not have 3 yet.
I love it, Goblin. I think it's such a cool design.
Cannot be played unless almost is in my history. Ooh! Put in your hand to, that's such a waste though.
Breathe, you got this.
Yeah. This is really clever.
Isn't it?
It's really clever. Okay. You know, a game's clever when you're going through your turns like mistakes have been made.
In turn 1.
I know. And it's like, okay.
But I didn't feel bad. It's like, I didn't understand.
It's a learning game. It's a learning game.
I don't blame the game.
Yeah.
I blame myself.
Yeah.
Like, it's so good.
Yeah. Okay.
There are definitely first turns where you screw up and like, that's the game for not showing me. But like this is me.
Yeah.
Not leading the Japanese to cultural dominance here.
Well, here's the thing. I have 1 more action I don't want to waste. Oh, wait. Can I do this? This is an ongoing. It says gain.
It's not ongoing. It's when you play it.
Oh, it's when I play it. Okay.
That's what I've learned.
Okay. Exhaust when you return. Oh man,
I think just discard your cards. If you're out of actions.
Yeah, I have 1 more action. I just don't have anything to do.
Well, I only had that happened to me too.
Oh, did
you might not have them all. Did you want to garrison anything that you had when you played it? Because you played those this turn, right? Okay.
I'm gonna discard these 2. I'm gonna keep this. I'm done. So these go back to. Let me do this in order. Add 1 development token or progress token.
Yeah, I think I forgot to do that too.
Okay, I'll add it there.
Turn, so I'll throw it here. You're throwing yours here.
Borderlands. Okay. And then clear these.
Yep, did that.
Boom.
Discard any number of cards.
Done that.
You don't want to discard the 1 in your hand?
Let me see how many I have here. 3, 4. I do. So now I have 4.
Yeah. Look at you doing it again. Pull this in.
Pull this, right?
Yep. Nice.
Okay,
All right,
cool.
I'm gonna go then. I hate my options. So we have to do this delicate balance.
Ruel may have cheated. That token is there so you can't draw from your nation deck every turn. You place the token and draw a card after you recall all of your tokens. Place your token, draw a card after you recall all of your tokens.
That token is there so you can't draw from your nation deck every turn. You place the token and draw the card after you recall all of your tokens. Well, right, he recalled.
Yeah, I recalled it. Yeah. So
but the recall happens first.
Yes.
So you didn't, but you did. He's right though. You shouldn't do it twice in a turn because you did it once during the. No, you did it during the solstice.
The solstice. Yeah.
No, I think.
Yeah, that's what we're doing, Goblin. I forgot to take it off from the solstice.
From the solstice.
Yeah. Thank you.
No. If it happened during the solstice, he's right.
Oh,
if it happened to the solstice, you haven't had a chance to bring it back.
To bring it back. That's right.
Yes.
So this should stay
whatever
here.
card you drew.
It was. It's the one that I just added. This one here. Yeah,
Shuffle that in. Okay. Good.
Thank you, Goblin.
Catch.
Good eye.
Good catch. Okay. Let's do it this way.
Was that discard? No, okay, that's my draw deck now. Good eyes, Goblin. Okay.
Oh. Well, this is fine, I suppose. I'll play Shinto.
Mm-hmm.
Finally, I should have played this on my first turn, but I'm a fool. If you are barbaric, abandon Tendai Buddhism. Exhaust. When you play a civilization or uncivilized card, exhaust this card to gain 1 population and draw 2 cards, which I'm gonna do Oh, interesting. So I still haven't got to do this from mine. God, that's brutal. Okay. So I won't even get to add a nation card. All right. Well, we're doing it anyway. We're going to go play clans, take an Unrest, and pay 1 population to break through for a region. I'll take this.
Okay.
Adding it to my hand and gaining a progress token. This goes there. And then I have this region. Oh, we got to replenish this. It adds a glacier. I think we glory for our second action. Oh, I didn't need to. Oh, I did do to play it. Yeah, exhaust if you play. So, and because I did that, I will exhaust it. When you play that, I get to gain 1 population and draw 2 cards. So I had played this clans thing. So gain 1 population, draw 2 cards. I'm about to draw 1, and then I need to draw another.
Nice.
Yes. Okay, cool. Then I have 1 last action, so I think now I do Tendai Buddhism.
Hi, and 9717. This game is Imperium Horizons. Hey, Slivers. And hey, Pantaloni. I don't know if we said hello earlier,
Hey,
but thank you for joining us. Good to see you, Andrea.
You may garrison a card. Exhaust. When another player plays a card, you may exhaust this card to remove 1 of your population to a card on the market to avoid its effects, even if it's another player's turn. That's crazy. Then we're going to do Glory. That's our 3rd ability. This card cannot be garrisoned. Abandon 3 regions to look at the top 2 cards of the Fame deck. Take one of those cards, returning the other to the top of the deck.
Is that your Glory card?
I think everybody has a Glory card.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Oh, it's just straight up points?
Oh.
Fame cards are straight up points that just take up room in your deck. Well, not all of them.
Okay.
All players may return it from there. Oh, geez, that's cool. I'll take this card. The other to the top of the deck. Okay, that ends Glory. That ends my turn. So I'm going to discard this. I'm going to discard all this crap. Well, yeah, I'm going to discard all of this. Draw here, and I can't add my nation card because of this stupid exhaust. Oh wait, no, my exhaust token came back, so I would gain 1 here because I did it first. Your turn.
Okay. I've got my 3 here. I'm gonna play.
I love this game already.
Yeah, this is good. I'm gonna play the Great Moravia. This is gain 2 population, so I'm gonna gain it over here. Acquire a region, including from exile cards. Put this card into your history. So I'm going to acquire this glacier, goes to my history.
Cool.
Okay, that's the end of that. Second action. Gonna play.
Wait, it just goes to your history?
Yeah, it just straight goes to your history. Put this card in your history. Or is it put this card
into your history?
I was gonna say.
Here's a region, destroy it.
Destroy it. Okay, this goes to my history. Great Moravia. Glacier. So exile card from the market. You may garrison a card. Okay. So I'm going to exile this card from the market, the moneylenders.
You cannot exile a card with progress tokens on it.
Oh, okay. So I got to exile the volcano.
The region.
Okay.
We got to take those cards.
Okay. And then I may garrison a card. So I'm going to garrison an Unrest card.
What do progress tokens do? I haven't seen any use of them.
Aren't they?
Oh, they probably the cost of this?
Yeah,
no,
isn't there?
No.
Progress token.
Tell me what progress tokens do.
This is for in resource pool.
Oh, they're just worth
victory
points. Jake, of course.
Okay.
Duh. They're victory points.
Okay,
That's
and then
so
the
cool.
next card I'm going to play is the Etokles. I may garrison card, which I'm going to garrison the card, the Unrest card. Garrison, you just tuck it under.
Yep.
And then for my third action, I can't play this because I don't have the thing in my history. Darn it. Okay. So I am going to, I bet you I can draw that. Yeah. I'm going to keep this one. Draw here. Hey, I'm out of cards. Wait, what is it? Okay, these get cleared first.
Yep. Clear. Take
first.
Add a token to the market.
Okay, add that there. Clear.
Clear. And
Draw.
all your other ones. That one too.
Thank you.
And this one.
This one.
Discard any number of cards. You choose not to.
Choose not to.
Draw up to hand. You're about to draw.
Yep.
And then you can't, so you bring that in too.
Okay, so
there
there's
you
just
go.
4. I'm up to 5 now.
There you go. That's your
And I
turn.
put the X here. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Oh, you know what we skipped? We skipped Solstice.
Solstice,
But you know,
okay.
since did you?
Yeah.
You're still there?
Mine is still here. So why don't we play your turn and then we'll
Well, yeah.
do
we
the
just moved
solstice.
this. Yeah. Okay.
Cool.
All right. Great. We have a quick turn, I think. Exhaust when you played this to do this. Ugh, I'm gonna get unrest if I do too much of this.
A niece. Okay. Ooh.
Gain of materials. You may garrison a card. I will.
Night Kite, yes. I've got 5 cards in my deck. That's it. Andrea's been silently watching.
Garrison, I'm gonna do Kyushu and
Yeah, Nightbot, I've got a bunch of these like ongoing ones. So those were able to get on my deck. And then I garrisoned a couple as well.
do that. I'll garrison one, and then I can't play Glory. Boy, I feel like I should have more actions, but I just can't do it. So I draw back up to 4, or back up to 5. Yeah, it's a quick turn.
Okay.
Then we do Solstice. I have no Solstice abilities. You do.
I do. Discard a card to choose, draw a card, or gain 1 material. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to discard. Oh, wait. Wait a second. Do I want to discard? Yeah. To get. Oh, man. I've got a ton of material here, which is nice. I'm trying to get. Pay 2 to acquire. I'm going to choose not to do it. Okay, Solstice is over.
Okay. Solstice is over. That means it's your turn.
My turn. Okay, so I'm going to. Okay, let me get the order right. Place. Oh.
Good morning, Corthane. Yeah, Night Cat. His deck is technically only 1 hand, but these cards are going to come back in if he plays
Glory, which I'm going to do right now.
Yep. Put it right here.
Okay, there's Glory. Glory. Okay, that goes there. There's my action token. This card cannot be garrisoned. Abandon 3 regions. That's from here, correct?
Yeah.
So 1. Ooh. 1. And the cards that are garrisoned underneath also come back into the deck. So there goes the 1 hand.
I'm going to try one more trick on focusing real quick. A really tricky thing. Everybody stand by. Things might look weird for a second.
Okay, I'll continue with my turn while Jake does the technical magic behind the scenes. So I've done that. So Glory.
Hold Glory there for a second.
Oh, okay, Glory.
Yeah, just let it sit.
Okay.
There you go, perfect.
So I've abandoned 3 of my regions to look at the top 2 cards of the Fame deck. I'm going to take one of those cards, returning the other to the top of the deck. So here's the Fame deck. I'm going to go 1, 2. Let's take a look at what we've got here. Oh my gosh. Wait, these are the same ones. Yeah, I'm either going to choose Supreme or Supreme. Hey, Ruel, what are you going to choose? I'm going to choose Supreme. So we know what's going back to the top here. But man, this is worth 11.
It's worth 11 points,
Wow.
but it takes up a room in your deck, right? Which is why you want to garrison it. Or if you can send it to the history. But I don't know if there's mechanics for that. It's very cool.
Okay.
Is that your turn?
That is my first action, Glory. So now this goes in my hand. I'm going to play, what was that one I want to play? Oh, I need to play Almos.
Oh, progress also stands in for 1 population or 2 materials. I don't think that was mentioned in the rules. Interesting.
Really? And they don't have it here?
I didn't see it.
You would think it would be right here where it says progress. You could use it as a wild.
Yeah, no.
Nope.
All right.
Okay. Well, that's good to know because that'll allow me to, oh, wait. Yeah, that'll allow me to play a card. Okay. let's play this first. I'm going to play Almos. I can only play this as if Amis is in my history, which she is, and then I put a region card from my hand, which I don't have. Darn it. Okay, so I'm going to have to wait till it cycles back into my deck. Darn you. Okay. And I can't play this one unless Almos has been played.
The points that are Garrison are considered not in play, but they're in your deck. Wait, I don't know where that progress rule is. I do not see that. I believe you 100%. It's just crazy it's not in the rules.
Okay, I'm going to play Advance. Okay, so we're going to play Advance. This says choose. Pay 3 material to acquire uncivilized or a civilized card, or pay 5 material to break through for a civilized. Do I have? Oh, I only have 4. But wait, I can use one of these as a wild. Is it 1 development for a material?
According to Goblin 981.
Okay. So what is breakthrough versus acquire?
Acquire means you take the Unrest card below it. Breakthrough means you don't. Also, if you break through and you don't like here, you could also take the top card of one of these decks.
Let's try it. So I'm spending 1, 2, 3, 4 material, 1 develop as a wild, to do this action here.
You can spend 3 material because the development counts as 2 materials.
Oh.
So you save 1. There
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I paid 5 to take either a civilized or right?
Yeah, either of these 4 cards or the top of this deck.
But I can't take these yet. Is that right?
You just can't play them.
Can't play them. They're just going to be in my deck. I cannot
but you
play
get them there early, and they're worth victory points.
Yeah.
Also, you might be able to play them soon.
Yeah, we'll take this one because it gives. I also take the development tokens, which are freebies, right? So take this, goes in my hand, but I cannot play it until I am a nation, until I have converted to Christianity.
It's true.
Okay, and then, so let's do this.
You do get the points for Garrison stuff, yes.
That goes there.
It's just not like actively in play. What is this?
Does the Unrest go underneath
Yes.
that? Okay.
Any card that is not a region like these.
I have one more action, which I'm going to do. Okay, so I'll probably game 2 material. I'm going to do Conquer. That's my other action.
Whoa, cool.
Look at that. Stabby stab. Pay 2 population to acquire.
A region or a tributary.
Or pay 3 to break through.
For a region or a tributary.
So
Breaking through means you're avoiding these, essentially.
Yeah, so I'm just going to pay the 2 population. 1, 2.
Damn, you're doing it now. Cool.
Yeah, to get this, and this goes here. This has been played.
Your third action.
Third action. Okay. What am I going to discard? I'm going to discard.
This goes into your discard.
You.
And so does Advance.
So does Lori. Okay. So how am I going to discard? I'm going to discard
all of it.
All of these. I clear this.
You add 1 token to the market.
Oh, there's nothing left here.
Nothing left.
Goes there. And then draw back to 5. I have to, which means I get to take one from my nation.
Yep. My turn?
Yep.
Okay. I hate my options. Oh, but I could. Ooh, nope. Still hate them.
Goblin said, look at pay under keywords in the rulebook. That's where it is in my rules.
City's cool.
Garrison
look under what?
Garrison cards are still worth points.
Look under pay. Okay, cool.
Thanks, Goblin. Oops.
Great pay. We're gonna play. I need you to draw your hand first for this next card because you're gonna like it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
It's a great thing for you, man.
Okay, I got
Ready?
it. Yep.
We're gonna play honorable. It's a free play. All players may return an Unrest from their hand or discard pile.
Okay.
1, 2. I will gain 1 progress token for each one returned this way.
So if I don't return it,
I don't get a victory point.
Okay.
Or a progress token, I should say. I'm doing 1 for myself. Do you want to do it?
Nope.
What?
Because I'll be able to garrison it on my next turn.
Fine.
So. I don't like giving you victory points, Jake.
That's fine. I understand. Then I can't do glory, so we'll do advance, which is our second. Oh, I forgot to do these last turn. Pay 3 to acquire or break through. Oh, breaking through might be fun. Let's do 3 and use a progress token. So breaking through to grab this city. Giving me this. I do not take the Unrest because it was a breakthrough. Advance goes away. Ah, this game. And then I think I will play this city, right? I mean, we're gonna play city. During the solstice, you may discard a card to choose, gain 1 population or gain 1 material or draw a card. But I'm also gonna activate, I'll have activated Shinto. When you play one of these types of cards, exhaust this card to gain 1 population.
Very nice.
And draw 2 cards. I did that slightly out of order, but you get the point.
Yep.
Then I have a third action. A card on top of your deck. That's really sweet. Exhaust, pay 1 to choose. Draw a card and exile a card in the market, or add, and if you can't exile, okay, add 1 card to the market. Okay, you can't exile a card that has tokens on it.
Oh.
That's kind of a bummer.
Okay.
I'll use my last action to play Scrubland. Move this city down here. Scrubland, you may garrison a card. I'm going to garrison this Unrest. And then during Solstice, I get to draw a card. That was my third action. I have 2 cards left in my deck. I'm going to discard 1 and draw 4. So I have to draw 3, which means I get to add a nation card to... Oh, wait, I need to do this in order. Remove these. Give a progress token. Cultural diversity sounds great. Then you discard as many. I discarded the 1. I drew back up, and I'm about to add a nation card to here. Shuffling this deck, giving me a new draw deck. I'll draw 1 more card, but you can go.
Okay.
I only
Solstice.
have 4 cards in here. Oh, Solstice!
Do our Solstice, which you should have.
Yeah, I have a couple now.
Oh, you got a couple. Look at you. I've got 1. I'm going to discard a card to draw a card. Or I can gain a material or pay. Nope, I'm going to draw. Done. I just drew another Unrest. Makes more sense.
Nice.
Something with your. Okay. Go ahead and do your Solstice stuff.
Draw a card if. Oh wait, first I have to draw a card because I need to draw up to 5. Okay. Draw a card if able. Draw a card if able. Place a card on top of your deck. Okay. Ooh. Interesting. Oh, that's cool. Oh, I'm understanding it now. I want to play all these cards. Can I play all these cards? All right, I'm going to put this card back on my deck. Okay. And then the other one is Solstice. You may discard a card to choose to gain something. Actually, I think I will. I think I'm going to discard Honorable to gain 1 population or... Oh, this goes on here, by the way, because I did that last turn. Or gain 1 materials or draw a card. Yeah, because I can't play all of these things. So I will discard Buddhism to play to gain a population. All right, sorry.
No worries.
Then I'm done. Your turn.
Okay. Wait, that was your Solstice turn. Oh my gosh.
I just took me a minute to decide.
Yeah, no, you're good. You're good. That's a great turn. I'm going to play Etolks, which is I may garrison a card. Maybe I don't want to garrison that one. I'm going to garrison this one here. So first action, Garrison this. Boom. And then I am going to return a card by... Oh, if I discard 2 cards. No, I don't want to do that. Okay, rewind, sorry.
Oh, good.
Okay, rewinding. I'm going to play the Unrest card. I'm going to discard 2 cards. 1 and 2. Wait a second. 1, 2. Discarding 2 cards to return the Unrest here.
Boo.
Then I'm going to exhaust my Blood Oath. When I return a card, I get to draw a card. Okay, so that's exhausted. I've drawn almost. Yes. Because now I can play almost. No, okay, yes. Okay. Almost goes there. Here. Cannot be played unless a Mies is here. A Mies is here. Put a region card from my hand into your history to acquire one of those cards. Each other player recalls a passive ongoing card, and then I put this card in my history. Okay, so I'm putting this card from my hand into my history to acquire one. Oh, there's none of these.
I'll take Shinto back then.
Okay. I can get a Market Stalls or Cultural Diversity. Let's take culture. And I take the token as well. So this goes into my hand. And this will go into my history as well. Okay. So that's done.
Wait, no. Why do you think that? Put this card into your history.
Put this card in my history. Okay. Put a card. No. Wait. Put a region card
into your hand.
Into my hand.
From your history.
No. Put a card from my hand into your history. Region card. Right?
Oh. So which card from your hand?
This is my hand card.
Oh, got you.
Okay.
You acquired a different
one.
one.
So this allows me to
I'm
acquire
sorry.
this.
I misunderstood.
No, you're good.
Yes.
And then
each of the player recalls, and then this card also goes in your history. So yes, you did
I got 2 cards in
You
history.
abandoned them into your history. You're right.
Okay, cool. So I've got 2 actions left.
God, that's cool.
Okay, and now because Almos is in my card, I can play Arpod because Arpod requires Almos, who I just played. I can play in my history, so I can play Arpod. Cannot be played unless Almos is my card.
Did you do this?
Yes, I did. In order.
That does cast an action.
That cost me an action.
You did it this way, right?
You're right. You are right.
I'm just making sure you.
No, you're perfectly right. Yeah. Okay. Cool. So that was 1, 2. I'll just do this like that. So this would be my 3rd action. Is that correct?
I think so. Just
because this was an exhaust with the axe.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. So Arpod cannot be. Okay. Acquire one of those. Oh, this should be turned over, right?
Yep.
No more from here.
Yep.
Acquire one of those cards. All players abandon a region with garrison cards. All players do. Ooh. I don't have any of those. Do you?
All players abandon a region with a garrison card. Oh, I have to do that?
Yep.
You're the devil.
And those that cannot must take. Oh, so I've got to take a Unrest card.
I'll take.
Oh, I get to acquire. I get to acquire one of those type of cards.
And acquire means you do take the Unrest underneath it.
Okay.
Not breakthrough.
Okay. Seaport. Okay. That's my turn.
Okay.
Get all these back.
Get all those back.
Get all these back.
One on your nation deck.
Cool. This is my history now. I'm gonna.
It's a free play.
I'm gonna keep that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Done.
Okay. Brings it to my turn. I'm gonna play an action. Oh yeah, I forgot about innovate and revolt because we always have the revolt option.
Oh yeah. Okay, let's talk about innovate and revolt.
Innovate, discard your hand, then break through for any one of these cards.
Okay.
You just get a free breakthrough.
Yep. Revolt.
Which actually I probably should have done earlier. Revolt, return any Unrest cards in your hand into the appropriate pile. So if you like draw 3, that's a good turn to just revolt.
To revolt. Okay.
I think. All right.
Thankfully, I haven't had one of those turns yet.
All right. The first thing we're gonna do. This card cannot be garrisoned, right? All right. We're gonna play Kensai. Woo! It's Kensai. I get to gain a resource. Costs me an action. and you may Garrison a card, which I did. And then I'm gonna play... Ooh, Prosperity's pretty cool. All players may draw a card. I'm gonna draw a card. Would you like to? You're welcome.
Thank you. What do you get?
Gain 1 material per water symbol, or I can gain 1 population for every region I have in play, which I'm gonna do. So that's 3 population I gain.
Nice.
Boink, boink, boink. And then for my 3rd action, I think we're gonna do another Glory. So we play Glory, abandon 3 regions and look at the top 2 cards of the Fame deck. Take one of those cards, returning the back.
Nice.
The last to the top of the deck. I'll recall these. This goes here. I take these. Breakthrough for that. You may Garrison a card in no other to trigger that card's play effect. Well, that's kind of weird.
Cards cannot be
No
garrisoned.
effect when played.
Darn it.
Cannot be discarded during cleanup. Cannot be garrisoned in a region. It just takes up room. Not today, Supreme.
Aha.
Then I have started my cleanup, so I add a progress token. We'll add it to Pirates. And then I can discard cards. Oh boy. Oh, that actually is really cool. We will. Oh, I wanna draw 3, so I need to discard 3. We're discarding Mana Reserve and Shinto. I'll draw up. I need to add another card to my discard from my nation, and that's my turn. Go ahead.
Solstice.
Solstice. I only have 1 thing. I may discard a card and choose to gain a population or draw a card. Let me do that. You go ahead and do yours.
Solstice, I've got this one here. I may pay a material to gain a population, and then discard a card to draw a card or gain. Okay, I'm gonna discard a card to draw a card. I'm gonna discard this Unrest to draw a card. Glory, glory. Okay. Yeah. Any other solstice? No other solstice cards. Are we done with solstice phase?
Yes.
Okay, so I use these to mark.
Oh no, sorry. You may discard a card to draw a card. I'm gonna discard my advance to draw a card.
Okay. During the solstice phase, I use these X's to mark that I've done them.
No, you don't need to.
Yeah, I don't need to.
I mean, I guess you were doing that. That's cool, but you don't have to.
But they're not going to stay there.
Nope.
Okay, cool. My
There's
turn.
no process for that.
Oh man, discard a card. Where can I draw cards? I already drew those. Okay. It's time to.
Yeah, Nightcat. He had a card. Oh yeah, this was specific, but there are other cards that let you throw cards in your history like that, which is awesome.
Yeah.
Ruel, there's 20 minutes left. I don't know if we're gonna get to this full game, but this is my favorite game we haven't been able to complete yet.
Yeah, it's starting to like click.
Yes.
And
yeah.
I'm like, oh man, there is some good stuff going on here, Jake. So folks, in about 20 minutes, we're going to raid over to Dutch Yoda. He's going to be playing Robinson Crusoe, and we will definitely come back to this
I promise you right now, you and I are going to play this on stream again.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I want to finish this in a different way. Like, now that we feel it in our bones.
Yeah, it's so good.
I'm going to get a 4K camera up there so you can see these cards more carefully, too. I know they're very small print.
Yeah.
But they're very nice.
Yeah.
They're very cool.
It's, oh man,
Let's play another couple turns.
Yeah, it's so good. So just to show, I want to show this cultural diversity card. So when I play this, I get to ignore these symbols, those symbols on every card I play this turn. So does that mean
you can start playing civilized
I can start
cards.
playing those cards. Oh, this is why I held on to it. I was hoping I didn't draw one yet. Are we allowed to look at our discard pile?
I don't know, but sure.
Okay.
In this game, yeah, why not?
Yeah, see, they're in my deck.
They're in there somewhere.
I've got.
There's
okay,
two cards.
I need to
Okay, do it.
Here's what I'm gonna do. Now this is interesting. The Fame card, no effect when played, cannot be discarded during your cleanup step. and cannot be garrisoned. So this really clogs it up.
In your hand. Now there are cards that allow you to be thrown in your history, but otherwise Supreme's just taking up a room.
That hampers my plan. Okay, well let's do this.
Did you have 2 Supremes to choose from when you were doing it?
That's the only, yeah.
Oh,
So there's another
brutal.
Supreme right here. Yeah, that's the other Supreme right there. Wait, did you chose another Fame card, right?
I did.
So you saw that Supreme.
I saw the
so that
Supreme's
Supreme's
in
still
there,
there.
yeah.
Okay. Yada yada yada. What are you gonna do? Okay, I'm going to play Glacier. First action. Exile a card from the market. You may garrison a card. I'm gonna exile. I cannot exile things with a token on it, right?
No.
So now I may garrison a card.
It feels crazy to me, but I get it.
Yeah.
Nightcat says about the important questions about the prediction for most points. I think we can abandon it, or no,
Yeah.
we'll see.
We'll see.
We'll see who's got the most points, I guess.
Okay.
I think you. Well, who knows?
Second, I'm gonna do this. You may pay 3 to gain 2. I don't want a garrison card yet. Okay. But now, oh man, I wish I had more actions. Well, I'm gonna do my third action by playing the Glory card. Glory, glory, hallelujah. This card cannot be garrisoned. Abandon 3 regions.
It's funny that you say that because you are trying to convert to Christianity.
Right? Okay, so I'm gonna abandon these 3. 1, 2, 3.
Back to your discard.
And then because I've abandoned 3, I get to look at 2 at the Fame. Let me guess, Supreme.
Supreme and something else.
Supreme. If it's another Supreme, I'm out of here. Influential. Free play. Choose 2 cards or draw. Okay, I'm definitely taking this. I don't want that Supreme. Worth 3 points. This goes here.
Now, you'd used all
I've used all of this,
yeah.
yes. So now, end of my turn, I am going to...
Put a progress token.
yes, thank you.
No, you don't gain it.
Oh, it's got to be on one of these. I thought you just give me a progress token.
Ruel's playing the Magyars.
Yes.
I'm playing the Japanese. Loving this game.
Oh, man. What a discard.
Katie's going to get home too late for me to play with her tonight.
Okay, I'm going to just...
Maybe tomorrow.
No, I've got to discard this one here.
Okay.
So I draw up to 5. Hey, I get to do this thing.
Putting this here.
Okay.
Mago.
You may go.
All right. What do we do?
Oh, this should be my deck as well. This one. Yep. That's the one I played the other turn.
This is kind of cool. You don't have any attack cards, but that's okay. We're gonna do Borderlands. Exile a card from the market. I can't. You may garrison a card. I choose not to. Exhaust. You may, when another player plays an attack card, you may exhaust this card and move one of your population to a card on the market to avoid its effects. That's not gonna apply either. Why might you do this, may I ask? Well, I'm gonna do Determined, this cool new Fame card I have. Breakthrough for a region or tributary card. Well, neither of those are on there, so I'm gonna say tributary card, and we're gonna go through the deck until we get one. The Khmer Empire.
Nice.
Breakthrough for a region. You may free play a water card. You may return an Unrest. Put this card into your history. Whoa!
Whoa, what?
Cool. Now, it was a breakthrough, and when you, no, it wasn't a breakthrough, was it? Yes, breakthrough, so I don't acquire that. We'll just put this in a discard pile. Or maybe it gets shuffled back in. You may garrison a card with a region, in a region, with no other garrison cards to trigger that card's play effect. Well, I want to do that. In fact, play effect. Oh, so I guess I could just do this now.
Oh man, we only got...
No, I should hold on to it.
We got like 15 minutes yet. I'm looking at all these cards like, man, now I'm starting
I know,
like, things are
right?
starting to come around. Like, oh, I want to do this. I think we got time for like 2 more turns.
For its play effect. Oh God, these players may draw a card. Yeah, we'll do it. So.
Oh, Goblin, thank you for the clarification. I may look at discard or anything that's face up.
All players may draw a card.
Yay. Thank you.
And then I can gain a population or a material. I'll take a material. And then I have one more action left. And I think we'll play, I think we'll play clans. No, we'll play Kyushu. You may garrison a card. We'll garrison Appeal to China. That's our third action.
Yay.
That ends our turn. We return all of our boys. We add a progress token. Doesn't really matter. Here you go, undecipherable scroll. And this gets returned here. I can discard as many as I want. I'll discard one, drawing for your turn. Oh no, Solstice.
Okay. Discard a card.
Ah, it's too good.
To draw a card. And then this Solstice, I may pay one material to get a... Oh wait, what is this worth again?
1 victory point.
Or
2 materials or 1 population.
Okay.
I'm looking that up right now.
Okay, thank you. So I'm not going to do that.
Shuffle
I would
back
just
in. Thank you, Goblin.
do this one here. Okay, so I'm drawing my card. We're done with the Solstice phase, correct?
Yes.
All right, cool. All right, Jake, I've got some free plays.
There it is. It says so clearly in paid. It just doesn't say that anywhere else in the game.
And you would think it would be on the
You would think.
player aid. Okay, here we go. This is starting to get cool. I'm going to do a free play card, my influential.
Whoa.
Okay.
Love the art.
Free play, choose, draw 2 cards, or
Legends.
free play, when I free play a card, nope, I'm going to draw 2 cards.
Draw 2 cards or free play a card.
1, 2. You drew my Supreme, my Unrest. Okay,
That's
first.
one.
That's first
No, it's
action.
not. No, it's not. Free
Oh, it's free play, duh. Yeah, that's why I like it.
Legends DM. Thanks for the raid.
Aloha, Legends. Okay, now my second action, Jake, I'm going to free play this one, the Cultural Diversity.
Also free play.
Yep.
Discard a card.
Not a Unrest.
To
so I'm
ignore the effects. Yeah, go ahead.
going to discard the Supreme.
What?
Okay.
Oh, that's so smart.
Right? Okay. Yay! So then I get to ignore those effects, or those
Requirements.
Thank you. Now, another free play card, Moneylenders.
Well,
Right? This is a free.
you just ignore it for the turn, I guess, right?
on every card you play for the rest of the turn.
Yep.
Free play.
Which is now.
Yeah. Pay 3 material to gain an action.
What?
So 2 material. I'm gonna basically lose a material there. So I've gained a.
It's not permanent. It's
Just for this
round.
turn. Okay. Cool. All right. So now I've got 4 actions, and then I want to. So I started getting excited.
Of course, yeah.
Right?
This is where the game starts
It
churning.
really, yeah. Okay, I want to draw more cards. How was I going to do that? Dang it, I had it in my mind. Okay, pay 3 material to, okay. Yes. And this is my first action, advance. Pay materials to acquire or break through. I'm going to pay 1, 2, oh, you don't get change. That's what's killing me.
Correct.
Dang it.
And it's an odd number. And they
So-
did that intentionally.
They did that intentionally. I'm going to rewind. Sorry. Bogs. So we played
There you
this.
go.
Gain 2 material.
Still a problem.
Uno dos.
Less of a problem.
I made Garrison a card. Let's Garrison this one here.
So smart.
And then let's, now we're going to pay the 3 material. Uno, dos, tres. Oh, no, wait. 1, 2, 3. Get those out of the way. To acquire a card, I'm going to acquire this one here because it's either civilized or, uncivilized. Pirates are both civilized and uncivilized.
Well, we need them in society.
That is true. Okay. So
I think it's because they existed in the uncivilized time and they also existed in the civilized time. Because when city-states started rising, they're like, more people to rob.
That's right.
Trade routes. That's what we need, fat
Oh my
targets.
God, that is hilarious. Okay, so I have 1, 2. Okay, so now with my third action, I can do the pirates. I love that the cards you get, you can use right away. That's so good. Okay, choose. Acquire a sword,
An attack card.
attack card, or steal 2 material per, what symbol is that?
Little wave symbol.
Which I didn't have. I got rid of it. Darn it. I thought I had it up here.
You're going to steal materials from me?
Yeah, because I need materials.
Get out of here.
But I can't.
Nah. There's no attack cards up there that you can. Oh, yeah, there's no attack cards you can acquire. So maybe save pirates.
Okay.
Or discard it.
Okay.
Sorry.
Man, so basically I've got 2 actions I can't use.
Oh.
Boo!
Maybe you shouldn't have money lended.
I know I shouldn't have money lended.
Maybe you should have money.
I was so excited about that. But you know what? That's all good because I will. I'm just going to end my turn. Discard these, or I mean, get rid of that. This goes
Deck's
discard.
looking pretty thick over there.
Yeah, so I've got to get through my deck.
Removing this.
Yep, thank you.
Moneylenders is so cool, though.
That is a really cool card. Okay, so draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's the end of my turn.
That brings it to my turn.
Oh, that's another cool card.
Region. This abandoned Shinto. We're not playing Shinto. All right, we're gonna do Tendai Buddhism. We're coming back. That's one of our actions.
1, 2, 3.
Then we're going to exhaust it to pay 2 materials and discard a card. Discard this Unrest to free play a region, which I will. You may garrison a card. I won't because I want these. And then I'm going to play Mana Reserve, which is pretty sweet. And I'll exhaust it as well to gain 1 material for every water symbol I have, which is just 1. But I just want to say I can do it.
That's cool.
And then I'm going to play the Khmer Empire. Breakthrough for a region, which the region deck is empty, so I have to go until I find one. I got the Rift Valley. It's got a hippo. I got to add it to my hand. You may free play a water region, which I just drew.
Look at you.
So exile a card from the market. I can't. You may garrison a card. This goes into my history. Oh, I can also return a... Ooh. I did this out of order. I would have returned this Unrest instead and not done the Mana Reservoir. But I wouldn't have known that, so that's whatever. The game's over. Exile a card from the market, you may garrison a card. During the solstice, I gain to 2 population and place a card on top of my deck, or I abandon this card. Oh, cool. Okay, let's call that the game because we have to leave here soon.
Yeah.
But this is awesome.
This is fantastic.
Longer than I expected, but also I've heard that about this game. I should have known.
Yeah.
Wow, I am so fascinated by a game that explains to you how to play, and you have, I'd say, 90% of what the game is, and then you get into it and you realize you only had 10% of what the game is.
Yeah, like learning the game, it's pretty straightforward, but man, the strategy, yeah, like
the way the mechanics interact. Like they're like garrison a card, and it never came up in the rules why garrison is important, but it's actually one of the most important concepts. And same with just the cycle of discarding cards and making sure you cycle through your deck to gain more things in your nation. This is so brilliant.
Yeah, how far, like I still had 3 more to go.
I had 2 left.
Okay, so we're
But your
close.
deck was bigger. Like I think it's customized. There's an asymmetry to them where it's meant to do that. I'm meant to get civilized quicker because my stuff chains up that way. You, I think, utilize Unrest in a different way. Which I think would thicken your deck a little bit.
Right, definitely. Because,
We're 100% playing this again.
This is great. It definitely lived up to the hype.
Is there a TLN stream this year that's try again?
We can make it.
Maybe we'll find a special time to do this, too.
Yeah, I would love to play this again, Jake. It is, Again, it's just the wheels are starting to turn and things are starting to come together. And
now I'm unlocking it.
It's so good. I'm actually, so I have a copy at home. I'm gonna be soloing this real soon.
Yes, I think so. Me too.
Yeah, it's.
Do you want to count victory points?
Let's do it. Let's see.
It's cards that's in your deck, in your history.
Discard 2, right?
And discard. And your play area.
Oh, and the play area.
And the play area.
Okay. And garrison cards count.
Garrison cards count. Not stuff in here because you never got it in.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure that's right. And then also these things.
Tokens, right?
We'll see how we did. I am there. Okay. Oh, the other thing is cleanup in this game is probably a thing.
Yeah.
But,
I have one that, okay, the Unrest are minus points.
Oh, you had Supremacy, though, which is like 11 points or something. Yeah.
Oh, you didn't take the other Supremacy.
No, I didn't.
Okay.
Although, if I wish I had. I only have one Unrest left? No way.
This is interesting. The money lenders. They get points based on how many material you have at the end of the game. Clever.
Very cool. Oh, I was supposed to leave this out, actually, because it says 1 point per Garrison card in there. I had 2, I know that.
Oh, got it. Yeah. You're counting the Garrisons. Yep.
2, 3, 4.
Oh, what is that symbol?
5, 10, 8. Per trade route. So this card we shouldn't have put in here.
Got it.
It had a trade route card.
Okay.
That's my fault.
No worries. So what I had was 4, 15, 16, 17, but minus 6, 11. And then this is, it's just straight up 1 point per thing.
Oh, per 10 materials.
Per 10. Okay, and these do...
4
these,
points.
These wouldn't count?
Yeah, they count per points.
Okay.
Yeah.
This was in my history, so it's 2 points.
Okay.
I think it was in my history.
So 2 and 6 and 17
minus 6. So 11.
Oh, go ahead.
Sorry.
No, I'm sorry.
17 minus 6 is 11. Mm-hmm. This was
0.
0 points. And then this was, so 13?
Mm-hmm.
17.
This was 11?
Yeah. 11, 14, 15, 16, 17 minus 6, 11.
Wow.
How'd you do?
And then so you got 17 again, essentially.
Yeah.
You ended with 17.
Yeah.
I got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Minus 2 is 8, plus 3 is 11.
Wow, did we really tie? That's
No. You got 17.
Oh, because of the tokens. Duh. GG. Like how far? We're about. I'm trying to figure out how far away we are from the end of the game. We're
far because
we're still far away, right? Because we haven't even come to play these yet.
What I think the first thing that will really end the game is this.
Right.
Is us hitting this Fame deck because we only had 4 cards left, and then we got to flip the Fame deck for the King of Kings. Because I doubt you'll use your whole development deck. That doesn't seem likely. Really cool. I want to play 3 games and then stream it.
Yeah.
Then we can get it in our bones.
Agreed. I feel like it's best at 2, just because. Yeah. Imagine a 4-player game of this.
I think it's best to start at 2.
Yeah.
I think if you have pros, you could do 4.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. If everyone knows what they're doing.
This is also a game where once you've unlocked it, okay, great, but you've only played with 2 of like 30 factions that are in here now.
And these are ranked the easiest factions. Right? 1 star out of 5 stars?
Yeah, we chose 1 and 2 star factions.
Yeah.
And it's like, well.
Yeah.
there's a 5-star faction?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Imagine that.
Guys, what a great start to the Tabletop Live network. That was a really fun game. We're going to move on over now to our friend Dutch Yoda. And they're playing, what did you say, Robinson Crusoe?
Robinson Crusoe. I'm just going to double check. And Dutch is confirmed. Yep, he is live.
All right.
Cool.
Everybody who stopped by, thank you so much. If you're unfamiliar with Good Time Society, give us a like, subscribe to us, go check out our YouTube. That's where we post the majority of our content. Return here on our Twitch on Wednesday mornings to see Ruel and Becca at 10 a.m. sharp for Good Morning Society, a show all about board game content and all the fun things that we're doing here at GTS.
Yes.
With that, anything else you want to announce, or are we ready to party?
Ready to party. Just want to thank everyone again for hanging out with us. Enjoy the rest of TLN. Remember, it is a marathon, not a sprint. So take your time, play a lot of games, but stay hydrated, get some rest, eat some food. And again, a shout out to everyone here at Good Time Society for hosting TLN. We really, truly appreciate it, Jake and friends. And everyone, go play some games, will you? All right.
Bye.
Bye. And they are ready.